Hello everyone, this is Bodhi, and welcome back to another episode on the Basically Minecraft server. Right now, I'm standing in the shopping district because it is time for me to finally spend some of my diamonds. And Orange Lily and Sammy are here right now, and this place is looking absolutely fantastic. I don't think they're on proximity chat right now, so I can't speak to them. But I am currently preparing for a stream where I'm going to do some resource gathering and some mining. So I wanted to come to Lily's shop because she has a ton of useful stuff in here. The most important is probably mending books for 2 diamonds per book. And so I want to get these on my pickaxes so I can do a lot more mining. So I'm going to take at least 2 and then probably one more for my sword or maybe my axe, but that's all I'm gonna take for now. And then there is another thing that I wanted to purchase in here, being the ender chests. Now these are 1 diamond for 8, which is actually a super good deal early game. I need one of those because I haven't gotten any blaze rods yet, and I do have a silk touch pickaxe, so I can use these. And then finally, I think that some bone blocks are gonna come in handy. These are also 2 diamonds a stack, and so I will take one of those. And I will be back later for an elytra. These are 15 diamonds per elytra, and yeah, I'm gonna be back later for those, but right now I don't have enough diamonds. I am hoping to earn back all the diamonds I just spent by doing some mining. But yeah, like I said, I'm about to hop into a stream so we can get some resources for another build in our Western-themed village that we started in episode 1, and also get some more diamonds, hopefully. By the way, I probably should have explained, since I didn't really go there in the last episode, that is our shopping district, and even though it doesn't really look like it entirely, it is a mushroom island. The reason it's all green is because people have started to come through and cover it with moss and maybe a little bit of grass, which is an absolutely awesome idea that we talked about earlier. And yeah, it's gonna look a lot better than the mycelium. And as you can see, there's some shops starting to pop up there, including the one that we just bought from. And hopefully later on, probably not in this episode, but hopefully within the next few episodes, we can stake our claim in the shopping district. However, for now, let me actually get out of third-person view here. Like I was saying, for now, I'm going to hop over onto a stream, and I'll get back to you all with some progress after we finish our first live stream on Basically Minecraft. Hey guys, future me here, letting you all know that just like I did with episode 1, I'm going to be live streaming on Basically Minecraft 2 hours after this video releases at 12 p.m. PST. So if you're watching this video around the time it comes out and you're interested, be sure to hit that I in the top right corner of the screen to find a link and head over to the stream. But anyways, let's get back to the video. Alright, so our first live stream on Basically Minecraft was a success. And as you can see from some of my armor here, I managed to get some more gear as well as do a lot of resource gathering. So in addition to the boots I already had, which I did manage to finally get feather falling on, I got some good diamond leggings as well as a diamond helmet with respiration and aqua affinity, which has already come in super handy. In addition to that, I used the mending books on some of my tools, including the sword, which I got a lot more enchantments on. I got that super decked out. And finally on the crossbow here, I managed to get up to quick charge 3, so now we can shoot this thing pretty fast as well. And in terms of the resources that we gathered, I did a bit of mining, so got like some deep slate and cobblestone and stuff, and I also did a lot of wood gathering here. The reason we collected so much birch will become apparent later when we start the build. But since I was collecting birch logs, I decided to plant flowers next to the tree so that we also had a chance of getting some bee nests. And as you can see, I collected 9 bee nests. Not sure how many each of them have, but they all have at least 1 bee in them, which is great. Those will also come in handy later on. And now for the goodies we got from mining. And as you can see in here, we have 32 total diamonds now. And I'm gonna be honest, I did find a pretty good amount of diamond ores. However, Fortune 3, I don't think really did a very good job. I'm not sure exactly how many ores I found, but at the end I broke down 10 diamond ores, or deep slate diamond ores that I had collected with Fortune 3, and it only gave me 13 diamonds, which means with 10 diamond ores with Fortune 3, it only gave me 3 extra diamonds, which seems pretty awful to me. However, having 32 diamonds will allow us to do some shopping now, which is going to be great. And as you can see, we also got a ton of ores, so maybe we can like set these up in a mountain and break them all down with fortune later. Anyways, I'm heading back over to the shopping district once again with our diamonds that we have collected. One of the reasons being, during the live stream, I did something pretty ridiculous and pretty stupid. I was at the Enderman farm, and I was getting rid of all of the Ender Pearls in my inventory, chucking them out into the void because those things are produced by the farm like crazy. And while I was doing that, I accidentally hovered over my Silk Touch pickaxe and threw it into the void as well. Now, as you can see, I managed to get another good one, but it doesn't have mending on it like the fortune one. So we're gonna have to get another mending book for that. And I want to shop for a few other things as well, so I'll see you guys over there. Back at the shopping district and over at Lily's shop once again, who is going to have made so many diamonds from me already. But let's go ahead and grab a mending book to put on our Silk Touch pickaxe. And then let's go ahead and I think also grab one to put on our boots because those are starting to get kind of low. Another 2 diamonds, and then one more to put on what we're going to buy next. And that is going to be the elytra. She's selling these for 15 diamonds per elytra, like I mentioned earlier, and that is a very good deal. So let's go ahead and take one of those for 15 diamonds. Sky's the limit. Let's go. And we're also going to need an unbreaking book on this, and I think I actually might have one of those. While we're over here, I think she's selling rockets too. Ooh, but 2 diamonds per 32. You know what? That is a bit expensive, so I think I might just try to make some from the bit of gunpowder that I already have. However, while we're here, let's also grab a shulker box. 2 diamonds each is not too bad of a deal. I want to do some End City raiding eventually with our new elytra here, but we obviously haven't got around to that yet, so having a shulker box for now will be great. So I think that's everything that I need, and I'm going to head back to base now. But by the way, in addition to how good the shopping district is looking, can we also just point out how incredibly cool Jack's quote-unquote starter house is? There are some truly epic builds on this server already. All right, so let's put mending on the pickaxe. Let's put mending on the boots. And then finally, let's go ahead and put mending and unbreaking onto our brand new elytra. And I do have a little bit of gunpowder here, almost a stack. So I think let's go ahead and take half of that and combine it with some paper to make our first firework rocket so that we can go ahead and take our first flight. Aw, yeah. It feels so good to have wings again. And this is going to make my life so much easier, but of course we don't have access to that many firework rockets right now, and I probably will take matters into my own hands eventually when it comes to farming gunpowder, but I don't plan on doing that immediately. However, I think that Dactus and Lem already have a gunpowder farm, so I'm hoping that they might be willing to sell me some rockets or at least some gunpowder for a bit cheaper so we can get some more of these things, but we're gonna have to wait on that for now. Check it out, guys. I was doing some more resource gathering for the build that we're about to do, and I found 2 veins of diamond ore in this cave right here. And here is some more. Hello?
Oh my gosh, you just scared me.
Yeah, I figured. That kind of happens every time.
I like almost jumped there.
Okay, yeah, sorry about that.
No,
Lem
no,
did the
fine.
same thing to me at the Enderman farm.
Oh yeah, okay.
Wait a second. What is this you have on your head?
Oh, nothing. Nope, we don't talk about it.
Okay, I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that.
Yep.
But, anyways,
that.
the reason I came over is because you and Lem have a gunpowder farm, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so I just got my wings, but I don't really have a steady supply of rockets, and no offense to Lily, but she's kind of selling them for a lot, which is okay, because I don't think she has a gunpowder farm, but...
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
So, is there any chance that... I brought some diamonds, is there any chance you could sell, like, even just some gunpowder, because I have some sugarcane?
Sure, if we come over here, I don't want the bauxite mage chat to run out.
Yeah.
Actually, I have one on me. So I do have... Well, this is my rocket supply for the minute.
Oh.
At the minute.
So, I don't know. Could I maybe, like, take, like, a couple stacks of gunpowder? Maybe a diamond per stack? Or do you need a little bit more than that?
How much gunpowder are you looking at buying?
Oh, probably just like, for now, I don't need that much. Like, just like 3 or 4 stacks.
Alright, here, let's make a deal. You can take, let's say, 5 stacks.
Okay, okay.
You give me 8 diamonds.
Alright, that is fine, because I just found some more diamonds. Here,
Okay, cool.
Here's the diamonds.
Alright.
And 5 stacks of gunpowder. For right now, that is more than good enough of a deal. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no
this
problem.
will come in very handy.
Yeah, I was happy to help.
Yeah, alright, cool. Thank you very much. I'm gonna head back to base now. Pleasure doing business.
Alright, see you, bud.
Okay, so thankfully Dactus was able to sell us some gunpowder to get us started with some more rockets. And since I did have to pay him most of the diamonds that I had, let's go ahead and break down some of these diamond ores that I just found while I was mining for some tough blocks. I think I'm still gonna need a few more stacks of those, but it resulted in some diamonds, so let's see how much these will yield with Fortune 3. So 29 diamonds from 13 diamond ore is a lot better than 13 from 10, and so thankfully we have a lot more than 1 diamond left to our name now. And so now that I've gotten a bit more of this tuff here, as well as many of the other resources that I'm going to need for this next build, I think it's about time that we get started. And what I'm going to be building in today's episode is a place for my storage. I mean, what can I say? I like being organized in Minecraft, and so I'm going to feel a lot better once we have ourselves a nice storage room, rather than having to use all these barrels with random items in them. So without further ado, let's go ahead and kick this off into time-lapse mode and get this storage room done. Alright, so the build is done now, and it is looking great. As you guys can see, it is quite a similar style to what we went with for the starter house, but it uses a very different block palette. And I really enjoyed getting to use some of the new blocks like the tough and the cobbled deep slate for this build. So you guys will have to let me know what you think about it in the comments below. I personally really like how it turned out, and I think it's looking great. Well, let's go ahead and take a look inside here now. So there's a little walkway around the storage room, which we can drop down into. And in here, we have 85 double chests, which should do quite nicely for the time being. Now, to be honest, I don't imagine that I'm going to be living in this Wild West town that we're building forever. So I definitely would like to build another storage room later on, more in the late game, with like some auto sorting action or something like that. But for the time being, this is going to do just fine. And the next step that we have to do is get some organization going and move all of our items over. Unfortunately, I don't have enough leather to make item frames, so we're going to have to use signs for now. But that is what I'm going to work on next, is organizing this and moving all of our items into it. So once that's done, I'll get back with you guys. Alright, so we have a nice and organized storage room now, and I absolutely love having a place for all of my items so that I don't have to search through a bunch of barrels to find one thing. I know exactly where everything is now. And like I mentioned before, I do want to get these converted over to item frames so they'll be a bit easier to recognize, but I don't really have enough leather for that right now. However, I do want to tackle one more project in today's episode that should take care of that for us, as well as providing us with a better and more convenient food source than the bread that I've been using. And this is going to be a Hoglin farm. Now, these things were all the rage when 1.16 first came out because they are an absolutely overpowered way to get cooked pork chops, one of the best food sources in the game, and they also provide a good supply of leather, so I figured this is the perfect project for us to tackle. Now, the first step that I need to do right now is to get myself up onto the nether roof, and I think I'll also take this opportunity to finally move my nether portal up to the nether roof, since that's where we're putting our nether hub, and that's where most people's portals are. Alright, so I found these blocks of bedrock at Y127 at the very top of the nether, so using some ladders and some ender pearls, I'm hoping that I'll be able to throw this ender pearl and get up onto the roof. Like that. Perfect. And before I set up my portal, I actually am going to use this design by Raiseworks to break a block of bedrock, just because I don't think anyone's actually made a hole in the nether roof yet, so this will be very useful to have. And to do this, I think all I need to do is flip this lever right here, flip that, and then I have a macro that'll spam... Wait, what? Alright, so there goes my first death on the server. However, luckily, Dactus was able to retrieve my items from the top of the nether because the hole did not work. The bedrock was not broken, so he had to come up here to the nether roof and he got all my stuff back. So, big thank you to him. I'll try to make it up to him later. But yeah, luckily we have all of our gear. And for this time around, I think I'm going to put all of my stuff into this ender chest here because I don't want to lose it in case it gets blown up. But I'm going to try a different method this time that I've tried before. So hopefully this will go better. I need to get my piston out again. And I am going to flip this lever here. Do this. Press on my auto clicker macro. And okay, I didn't blow up this time, which is good news. And I don't know if it worked. Let's check. Oh, it did! Okay, perfect! We got a hole in the bedrock, and we can now get up and down from the nether roof super easily. And as you can see, there's a bunch of other portals up here to get to people's bases, and I have mine set up now, so let's hope that this links up properly here. And yes, it linked up perfectly, so now we can get to work on our Hoglin farm. So let's go and kick this off into another quick time lapse for today's episode and get this farm done. Alright, so our Hoglin farm is up and running, and we are up here at our AFK spot now. And this was a design by Logical Geek Boy. I will leave a link to it in the description below. And it is completely tileable, which means that we could build as many layers as we want. So I decided to build 3 layers just to get the rates a bit better than what 1 layer would have done. And honestly, after even an hour of AFK time, we'll probably have more pork chops than we know what to do with. But what's going to take a little bit longer to get is the leather. Since there's no looting involved or anything, the leather won't even drop every single time that a Hoglin dies. But after a while, we will produce a good amount of that stuff. Yeah, so I just checked and we already have a few stacks of cooked pork chops, which is insane. And I'm definitely going to be doing some more AFKing at this farm. But I think that's going to have to be it for today's episode. We got a ton of stuff done. We got the storage builds completed, which turned out great. We built up this farm, which is going to help us out a ton. And we managed to get our first elytra. I had a ton of fun in today's episode, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well. Be sure to hit that like button if you did, and subscribe if you're new. And go ahead and leave a comment down below letting me know what you think about the builds we got done today. But without further ado, this has been Bodhi, and I will see you all in the next one.